Hello everyone and welcome back to the next episode of Prophecy of Pendor, Mountain Blade Warband, where Whitestag Castle, belonging to Lord Huithril, is very much under siege by a lot of Sarleon lords. I think some I'm not going to be able to actually take back at the moment, so I have a plan for this. I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to be a coward. I'm going to go to Larian quickly. Although if we do end up taking some lords along the way, that's probably not a bad thing. So we'll go for Baron Gaydon here, who's upstanding. Hopefully we can let him go and make him more attuned to our ways of thinking, so to speak. Because we want to bring the Cider Lords over to us if we can. We want to bring over the Bacchus Empire and the Kingdom of Sarleon Lords to us. And that should hopefully work in a positive manner. We have a lot of these Knights of the Unicorn who are not as strong as their Marleon counterparts, but they'll still do the job for the time being. Although I'd much prefer the Marleon Banneret when they return, that's for sure. We need to watch out for these halberdiers, they're going to hurt us a little bit, I would think. But the less people we have to fight actually in that siege, the better really. It looks like their cavalry is charging, so I'll let my cavalry charge. We lost a ranger, it's unfortunate, but that's okay. Just trying to protect our archer line as best I can anyway. We'll let our infantry charge. I think we already have. We'll let them charge again. Because it looks like the cavalry has charged their archer line, which is fine by me. Take as many prisoners as possible. But the more lords we take up now, the less we have to deal with in a potential siege later. Although if they're upstanding, I will let them go in preparation for the late game where we're going to need a lot more vassals from other kingdoms. We're already running on low for companions that we can make lords now, because if they're not noble in birth, people will consider it a very bad thing for me to make them a lord, and it won't be worth the loss in reputation. So I need to be very careful with who I make a lord for my companions. We'll leave those troops for our vassals because they're a little bit battered and broken at the moment, as are we, in all honesty. We're losing a little bit of money at the moment because we have the Unicorn Knights out at the moment, so let's go try recoup some of our losses by selling this stuff here. Hopefully get a little bit of bang for our buck. There we go, and we'll do the rest in the armour merchant, so we can sell the rest of this stuff. We've got plenty of baggage trains, which is useful, but I will pick up some more just general food items that are here. We're also waiting for the Snakehold Stronghold to reveal itself as fully fledged. We will take these young Fitzvane nobles. There's no one else here that I particularly need to speak to. You don't have anything for us, do you? No. I'd like to find Sir Jocelyn at some point soon, but he's not as much of a concern at the moment. Before we lose it, let's get some troops out of Elorad here. 4 Pendor recruits, better than nothing. I suppose we could push Valor Shield. We've got plenty of troops, we can give it a go. If they're going for White Stag, either we can push Valor Shield and they won't attack White Stag. Larian there, it's a bit unfortunate, but I think we could still make it work. So watch out for any Jatu nearby. The odd top of the face against Armera, that's fine, he's very, very badly battered. I can't blame him really. Oh, and he's been taken prisoner. I wonder if we go try release him. Baron Fabius. We've lost White Stag, that's unfortunate. We'll have to retake that at a later stage, I think. Let's see if we can take White Stag in the meantime. I just didn't think we were going to hold White Stag at the time being. I've got a plan for it though. Oh goodness, who are you? Oh, you're the king. Do we want to fight the king? If we fight the king, we can't take Valor Shield on, that's the only problem. He does have a lot of prisoners though. Let's give it a go. I think Lord Anson is not with us, but so be it. We do have 100 troops advantage. We have to play this pretty carefully. That is not the hill I would have wanted to fight them on. This is a little better. It's not spectacular. Infantry there, archers there. We are fighting with Sarleon, who is not the most spectacular commander in terms of his troops. Just the Knights of the Falcon troops are not great. I mean, they're decent, don't get me wrong, but they're not spectacular. I don't like that they've got a nice hill there. Hopefully they're going to push us, but they may not do. We'll just... Oh, I see them over there, actually. I'm happy to take this hill over here, actually. If they're not going to push the hill, I'm happy to push the hill, so to speak. This is a much better place for us to be, up here. Infantry there, archers up here, and cavalry just on the flank, please. That's probably going to work a little bit better. This is the king, though. We need to watch out. He's going to have some tough troops, especially in his Knights and Squires of the Lion. But if we can take prisoner, that would also be useful. And then we'll set him back at some later stage, I would think. I don't think they're going to push us, but what we can do, we can send a couple of knights in to kind of go after them. In fact, we can probably just send this young Fitzfair Noble, probably to his death. But let's wait till our guys are in position. I'm a little concerned for our frontline melee troops. We've got some decent troops here, but not perhaps strong enough. Our archers are going to start firing, which is good. We still have the old Noldor troops in and around somewhere. Let's just move the archers and the infantry along a little bit. I mean, the archers may end up killing a soldier from over there anyway. But we'll send in one knight of the unicorn. Just you, sir. Your job's to charge. I don't really want my archers to fire for now. Archers, hold your fire for the time being. I don't want my Noldor to waste their arrows till their troops are at least coming closer, because while Noldor can hit from that range, it's quite far away, and I'm not sure that's the best idea for us, really. So that knight of the unicorn will probably die in service. He's already lost his horse, I can tell. Oh, that was Sir Timothy! I sent Sir Timothy to his death. Well, to at least being knocked out. Right, archers can now fire again. That's fine. Fire at will. That's okay. Should now be a bit easier to actually hit them from a distance. Looks like cavalry's going to come on this flank, so let's send our troops over. Try and block them off. We don't want our archers being hit if possible. Oh, sorry there, Mr. Ranger. Got a little bit of a horse skirmish going on at the moment, for sure. Oh, there are archers. Ow. We need our range to start telling here, to be honest. Okay, we're starting to get a kill or two, but it's taken us a while. Cavalry going to charge now, as are the infantry, because they're going to struggle against that amount of good cavalry. Just trying to block some of these cavalry off. King O'Rourke's been knocked out, that's good. That might knock down the morale, I honestly can't remember if that's a thing. Right, cavalry, pull back on me please. Cavalry, pull back to here. Infantry, pull back to there. Oh, we might need to just charge their archer line, but I don't really want to do that, because they'll have some halberdiers and stuff stuck in there. And these knights of the line are going to hurt. Which means that now we're going to charge, which I'm not sure I'm thrilled about. But let's see how this goes. There's a lot of halberdiers here. Forgot how much those knights of the line really hurt if they get a good whack on you. I've realised I probably want White Stag Castle for myself, not for Lethal Dirin, but we will give Lethal Dirin something else when the time comes. How are we doing? Well, we're doing okay actually. I'm being a bit kind of pessimistic. We're doing better than I thought we were. We're mostly losing Knights to the Unicorn, which is fine because we don't have to pay them. But that's not a huge problem. Although if we intend to push into this area, we might need them. As long as we don't take more than 69 deaths, we'll be in profit in terms of our troop count between ourselves and our allies. Because I think King Ulrich had about 69 prisoners on him. So hopefully we won't lose too much. Oh, we are taking a bit of issues here. So also a lot of deaths. I'm not liking that at all. Let's pull back. We only lost 5 there. 334 versus 165. Pushing again. This time we'll try to stay alive so we can command our armies a little better. I imagine we're going to have to push them. They're not going to want to charge us. But let's push to this hill at least. Infantry here. Archers here, please. I don't like this map. We'll have to make it work. Cavalry over here. Oh, they are pushing us actually. That's possibly not a good thing. Let's pull back, get a new map hopefully. Oh, that's a big hill. Can we push up there before they do? It's going to be a bit of a race to the top, I think. I think we might just take it. I imagine they'll be... yeah, they're going to try to push up the hill as well. I don't care if we don't get it, I just can't let them have it. If they take this hill, this is a real problem for us. Keep going further. As far as you can, please. Massive hill right in the middle here. Just need to get as high up on here as possible. Where are they? I don't see them. Infantry here, archers here. Cavalry over there, please. Oh, they're very close. They're going to be just over this hill. There, I see them actually. Well, I don't know if I actually wanted to fight them in close quarters, but you know, we may not have a choice in the matter. Because they're going to charge us now. Cavalry charge, infantry charge. Buy time for our archers, please. We do now have the numerical superiority over them. This will not get stuck though. I don't have much health to work with. So we're going to be very careful. But if we can take this hill off them, we'll be okay for the next couple of waves. Oh boy. Could watch my health though. Let's pull back. We'll do some shooting from a distance, I think. That probably sounds a bit more sensible. Please don't shoot me, sir. Possibly madam. There you go, take out your horse. Archers, I want you to move forward a little bit. So you can shoot the people down the hill. Okay, I think we're doing okay. I think we're managing. I see you coming for me there. Right, let's pull back. Another group of enemies coming in. We should be okay. Take this Fitzvane Huntress if we can. No, not quite. Archers can charge now if they need to. If they run out of ammo, they can come help us in melee combat. Pendor Militia knocked out. Please get out of the way. I'm the Queen. I need you to move. Just want to take as many prisoners as possible. Yeah, Agnes Freebooter. Take out that Fitzvane Militia as well. So we've dealt with the king, but because we had to pull back, we may not take him prisoner. But I think we will make a profit in terms of troops collected. Yeah, he managed to escape. That's unfortunate, but I somewhat expected that to be the case. It's also just knocking out 300 troops off the field, which is quite useful, and he should pull back to Sarleon now, not be a threat for the time being. We will take the Pendor troops, and we will leave the rest for our lords that are with us. I think it's only Rain and the other troops, the other Unicorn Knights that are with us. I want to get as many troops upgraded. I want to try push into Vanishield if possible, because there's not many people here. We need to do this quickly though, because at some point soon there'll be a Jatu army. There it is. Let's push in here quickly. If we can take this, then we can deal with the Jatu army. Infantry charge, cavalry charge. I'm not used to this castle. Archer's going to stay on the hill shooting, at least for the time being. But yeah, I can see that Jatu army incoming, so we've got to siege this quickly and then hide inside. Let's just put as much fire into this as we can. Our archers again proving their worth. Really, range really is key for us at the moment. It allows us to be fighting much better forces, or much more numerically superior forces with range, and range is so powerful in Prophecy of Pendor. Oh god, they have to spawn all the way over there. That's incredibly frustrating for them. Right, just keep shooting. I might actually target these archers over here if I can, just to knock them down a little bit if possible. God, they're spread all over the place in that castle. I mean, it's a cool looking castle. It's like a Motte and Bailey, isn't it? Although it's a proper stone castle. I don't know if Motte and Baileys were just wooden, but it reminds me of kind of Motte and Baileys I've seen in not only kind of historical documents, but also just if we're going to see kind of existing Motte and Baileys here in the UK and in other countries as well. Although I think Motte and Baileys was very much a Norman thing, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong. Archers can charge now, because there's not so many people that can actually be shot from up top here. I don't think this castle is going to be too much issue for us, but this is not one I want to hold for myself. This will go to Lethal Durian, and then we'll retake White Stag for ourselves, which is going to be a real pain, because that one is so problematic to actually fight, because of the archers that sit just further back in the hill and just attack everyone. But still, I don't think we'll have too much issue with this castle, which is the main thing. I didn't even realise there was a ladder over there. I'm just going to drop down here. Oh, I'm not thrilled at the fact that the Noldor Ranger's charging in. I want to keep that Noldor Ranger alive if possible. Just do some damage, but no, I should have blocked there really. Please stay alive, Noldor Ranger. I need you to stay alive. I don't care if anyone else dies, but if you die, it's a problem. But we will win this. This is not a particularly tough castle. Nice Unicorn dying is not a problem. If this Noldor Ranger dies, that would be a travesty, however. I imagine he'll do very well for killing people. We lost one Noldor warrior. That's unfortunate. 8 dead, but we should be able to pick some prisoners from this castle, as best we can anyway. Yeah, this is not a castle to be defending from. This is horrendous to defend as a castle. There's 2 entry points very far from each other, and it's a long way to respawn from all the way up here. This is not one I want to be defending. This is very much a castle that favours an attacker, whereas White Stag Castle is one that favours the defender. So swings and roundabouts, I suppose. So we've lost White Stag, but we'll take this one. We need to watch out for that Chetu army nearby, though. I will give this directly to Lethal Durian and this surrounding village. And then we're gonna run away from the Jatu army that's closing in on us. To be honest, if I could take this and the other cart, if I take this and White Stag, I'd be willing to make peace with Sarleon. 26 renown. What do we lose? Anything of great importance there? One Noldor warrior. That's probably the only real casualty from that on our side. Larian, you're marshal, you're free to go. We'll take all this to sell. I think we'll have to leave White Stag for now. What can I take from here? What am I allowed to take? Pretty much no one. So we'll leave all of that for our... Oh, we take the Dragon Drakes. Those are Knighthood Order Sergeants, that's fine. I take the Phoenix Risen and the Empire Mortals. And the Shadow Legion Marinus. Those are the 4 Sergeants. So we'll take those and the rest we'll leave for our respective lords that are here. Preferably Anson. I'd rather they didn't go to the mercenary band because then I have to pay their wages. I don't really want to do that. This is going to go to Lord Lethal Dirin. Lord Rain doesn't like that, but that's fine. Hopefully they can deal with Valashid. Warlord Zulkar, we need to run away from you. I'm going to let the vassals disband for now, because I think they need time to recover before we even consider pushing to White Stag, to be honest. Oh goodness, no, that's not good. I'm hoping Warlord Zulkar is going to draw off some of these guys. Right, let's help you, Sir Timothy's Knights, out against Baron Charles. Although we're too wounded to really actually fight in this properly. You are upstanding, you're free to go, sir. We'll leave the Empire Crossbowman, that's fine. Get everyone upgraded. If anything, Warlord Zulkar will just keep Sarleon Lords busy for the time being, hopefully. I just want to try to keep my lords alive as best possible. You're patrolling around Valashield, which is good of you. They're all going to go to White Stag, that's fine. Let's pull back quickly to Shieldstorm. Which is, I think, still mine, isn't it? Yes. To be honest, I'd be quite happy to give this out to someone else. But I'm going to accept Pendor Nobleman. Is there any chapter I can make here? No. I don't like how few troops I've got inside Shieldstorm. I'll be willing to give Shieldstorm to someone else, but I need another lord to give it to. I could give it to Yartarvel the Fae, but I'd still have to pay the wages because he's my husband. I wouldn't even get the benefits of that. But I probably would be able to take. I'd probably be able to take troops from there, but I wouldn't get the wages. I wouldn't get the rents from it, essentially. Your job for now is just to go to Shieldstorm and hold it. No, not Shieldstorm, sorry. Valashield. Because I'm going to have to pay you a lot of money at the moment because you have a lot of prisoners. Off you go to Valashield, please. Will I head to Laria? If you die, you die. Oh, looks like they're pushing for Valashield at the moment. That might just be the... might just be Warlord Zulkar that's doing that, though. Still those prisoners. 3 Rainston Highlanders, sure. We'll also take the Vikavi Manhunters that are here. They're archers, they'll do something useful. Sell all these bits. I will want to push back into White Stag though at some point soon, because that's an excellent castle to set up my own custom knighthood order at. And I do want to actually find Sir Jocelyn for that very reason, because he's very good with the old crossbows. And I think I'm going to set up a crossbow sergeant. Right. I'm just going to speak to Bjorn Fastrider here. Because he's a Fitzfair Lord. He may not be all too happy about life in the Dashar. He's cunning.
I welcome you if you support the cause of the Dashar.
I want to discuss something. No, he's not willing to discuss things in private with me. But there are certain lords I might be able to bring over to side, especially ones who are not naturally kind of Dashar. Lord Anson's been taken prisoner and Rain's been defeated. That's not good. Just keep an eye out. Lord of Renia here. I might have to charge you down. Although Baron Hereward is here. Oh, hello. Some Noldor fighting some Sarleon there. Oh, I'm going to need it around Eldarin to get involved there. We might do actually, if we're lucky. Excellent. Let's go fight. We have a lot of Noldor friends to help us out here. And this will hopefully get us quite a few prisoners. We won't be able to control Eldarin, the Noldor Lord. He's his own commander. But we do get to control the rest of the Noldor troops, the kind of Noldor patrol. To be honest, I'm quite happy to let him take the brunt of the damage. Oh, look at them, they're so cool. And the music's cool as well. I mean, this is just going to help knock out 3 Silent Lords immediately. Which is excellent. We can charge now. We are still going to help fight. Noldor Noble Twilight Knights. We need to keep an eye out for the Noldor tournaments as well. Because we want the Qualistrem to start our own Knighthood Order. Our own custom Knighthood Order. And our own custom Knighthood is not going to be very good for the time being. But in future, they can be something pretty special. Eventually you can make your custom Knighthood Order actually better than kind of everyday Noldor troops. Right. Let's push up the hill. Oh, there's a bunch of halberdiers. Let's deal with them. Sarleon are big on the halberdiers, usually, for their infantry. They do have sword and board infantry as well, but they're big on the halberdiers. Which sometimes makes them a little bit dangerous to fight. If you're cavalry heavy. Hopefully Lord Lethal Deering can get Shield Storm up and... not Shield Storm, Valor Shield. Well protected a bit easier this time. Because I don't think Sarleon will be able to assault this place straight away. And then we will push into White Stag again. So we lost White Stag, but I think we'll be able to retake White Stag at a better time for us as a kingdom. And then we'll give Shield Storm to one of our other vassals. Possibly, I can't remember who else we have with us. Oh, the Red Fletchers. I do like the Red Fletcher Longbowmen. Where are they? We got shot by one. I know they're around here somewhere. I don't think these are just Sarleon, but there are some Red Fletchers. Right here, the Red Fletcher Longbowmen are so very good as well. They're like a minor Knighthood Order troop. Oh, there they are. This one. Then we've actually had a Red Fletcher Longbowman before. But they're pretty good. I mean, they're not spectacular in close quarters. Although they can hold their own, although probably not against Noldor. But I do think we'll be able to do some good work against White Stag, because I think we've knocked out King Ulrich. We're knocking out 3 other other Sarleon lords now. So we've exchanged a good castle for a bad castle, but I think we'll be able to hold that castle a bit longer. Then we can push into White Stag and drive out Sarleon from this part of the world. Of course, they will just come and siege it again, but hopefully that time will be ready for them, and I'll give Shield Storm to someone else. Because I don't think Shield Storm is worth holding on to myself, now that I've seen the power of White Stag as a castle. We might give it to Roland, but Roland's already got a castle, I think. Baron Godric, you're good-natured, you're free to go. which again feels a little silly, but it also gives us honour, which means our honour troops are cheaper as well. No rescue prisoners, but that's fine. We've knocked out some lords. That's what I'm actually more concerned about, to be honest. Heavy spearman, Pendor swordsman, Pendor armoured bowman. Right, let's go have a look at... Oh, there's 2 Noldor lords. I didn't realise Eldarin and Ithrandir are on the field. That's excellent. Only 361 in White Stag. Brand Fabius has Lord Anson. I need to kill him. And you're bad-tempered, so I really don't mind taking you prisoner. Surrender or die. Because I also want to free Lord Anson. It will give us some positive reputation with him. And I get one of our armies back on the field, which is well worth doing. Infantry there. Please stop shooting me. Archers here. Cavalry can just go on the side. We don't actually have that much cavalry now that the Knights of the Unicorn aren't here. But our archers should be able to do some pretty good work. Infantry just move forward a little bit. We've got plenty of archers here. We should be able to outrange these guys. Even though these crossbowmen are pretty strong. Just numerically we've got so many archers, including Silver Mist, Noldor occasionally, and our Pendor Black archers here. And I do like the Pendor Black archers. They're much easier to get in kind of better quantities than Noldor troops, and they're still pretty damn good. I think this army's going to struggle to even get up the hill towards us. Infantry charge, cavalry charge. Might lose some infantry here. Archers I'm just going to keep firing, to be honest. We'll charge down the crossbowmen if possible. We may as well take out a legionnaire on the way past. Take out a few crossbowmen as well. I mean, this is all just prisoners for us, which is very useful. I mean, look how many archers we got up there. Goodness me. Right, excellent. Anson is free. That gives us more honour. Ooh, and everyone else has equipped some new stuff, that's good. Bunch of prisoners here. Shame we're not with anyone else. Let's take what we can. We'll take the Pendor swordsman, Pendor armoured bowman, Pendor spearman. Let's get rid of our kind of crappy units that we don't really need as much. Highlanders are fine to go. We'll keep our noble bowman though. Fitzvane adventurer can go. As can the Fitzvane squires. We've got space for a little bit more, so let's take the remaining heavy bowman, the Pendor nobleman I want, the Pendor noble bowman I want for sure, and we'll take the Pendor footman, and that will round us out. I can take White Stag. I need a little bit more help to do so though. Let me go speak to... Okay, first of all, who do I give Shieldstorm to? Let me recall the banners. Hopefully some people are back and strong enough now to assist. We'll pick up our mercenary band in a bit. Who do I give Shieldstorm to though? Because I don't want to hold on to it to myself really, to be honest. But I will take the prisoners out. As many as I can anyway. We'll go to Almero quickly. I think we can afford to do so. If the Rander's hanging about here, that's fine. You're waiting list to Fletcher. I've got big concerns really, I would think. Pop in here. Lucius, hello. Warham. I could make some more Silvermist Rangers. Let's do that. I don't really care about the Silvermist Halberdiers, to be honest. Sarah the Fox, hello. I want to grant one of my vassals a fief. I want to give Shieldstorm keep to someone. Neither Dirin does need one, and neither does Roland. We could give Rain a castle, I suppose. We'll give Rain a castle. Because I don't intend to... I want that place to actually just get some more troops in it, and I I don't think I can really afford to do both at once. Let's pull back to Valor Shield. Let's make sure to upgrade our troops as best possible. Pendor Swordsman, Armor Bowman, Man at Arms. There's quite a few Silver Mist Rangers here. In fact, are there more in here that we can take? There's one. We'll leave that one Silver Mist Ranger in there, that's fine. I don't mind them attacking the villagers at the moment, that's not really my concern. So Roland, you coming to help, buddy? I could really do with you. Great host of enemies near Fletcher, that's a problem. Follow me. Which one is Fletcher? Fletcher is that one. That might just be Warlord Zulkar, actually. Lord Lethal Durin is with us, that's good. But the fact that Baron Hereward is there is a problem. I need to go get my mercenary band. Yeah, it's Warlord Zulkar that's there, fine. So Timothy's Knights, I need you to come with me, buddy. I think you're losing some of your strength. Who else is here? Bjorn Farstrider's here, fine. Follow me. Gotta watch out for Warlord Zulkar. Right. I think we have enough troops to probably push, not with Baron Godric there, unfortunately. Empire and the Dashara at war. Do you really think we can push him with Baron Godric there? I think we probably can. Although he does have the Red Fletchers with him, unfortunately. I think we can give it a go, actually. But I have a plan for this siege this time. First of all, let's get some more Black Archers, because they're very useful. Look how many armoured bowmen we've got tons of them. Instead of pushing in so heavily as I did last time, I'm actually going to sit outside and wait. Who's in here, actually? Your Tarvald Fey, our husband. Do we have enough to take on White Stag? We're going to find out. Hopefully Serene comes and helps us out at some point soon. King Ulrich has employed the Primera Guardia Real. That's not spectacular for us. Right, we're going to lead the assault. This time we are not pushing in as much. We're going to go up here. Because one of the problems with this castle is the absolute crippling archer fire from the enemy. So I'd prefer to shoot back as much as I can before we even push in. Because we have Lord Lethal Durin with us, we've got some Silver Mist with us, we should be okay. The more range we can do, the better. The more casualties we can even inflict before we even have to push up the stairs, the better, I think. So let's try do that for a change. Each castle's a little bit different, each requires a little bit of tactics, and we now know this one a little bit better. Infantry is going to act as a little bit of a guard for us, I would think. So infantry, cavalry, forward, please. Archers spread out. Pendor Light Bowman knocked out, that's not a huge conundrum for us. Infantry and cavalry come back a little bit, I don't want you to get too close unnecessarily. The archers can't see anything, that's a problem. Fine, infantry, cavalry charge. Archers, stand closer please. And follow me. I'm sure there's someone we can shoot. Let's say maybe these guys over there. Ooh, headshot. I'm just concerned about that group of archers that always are annoying in this castle. I'd like the archers to just come up with me, to be honest, and we can try shoot them from a distance. But I need to deal with these archers first, otherwise they're going to prove troublesome. So I need to deal with these guys, otherwise we will not be able to go up safely. And again, we will lose quite a bit of melee troops here, but that should be okay in the grand scheme of things. We will lose some troops, which is unfortunate. Our helmet's getting in the way. I can't see a blooming thing. Right. You with me, lads? I think you are. No, you're not. I'll just charge, please. Who's shooting me? Cease and desist, good sir. Don't know who you are, but you're annoying me. I need to get up here, and then we can place our archers a bit more effectively. But we can't push on ourselves yet. We're a bit too low on health. We do have high quality troops with us though, which is good. Although I don't want the silver mist getting involved, if possible, in close quarters. Sorry lads, coming through. These are the guys I'm worried about over here. Archers, follow me. I want you to set up here. I want you to shoot them. You can just stand there, I suppose. I don't know, can I even get them to come down off the ground? If I can get them to come down on the ground, that'd be excellent. No, they're going to have to push that way. I don't want that to happen. Stand here. And we'll shoot from a distance. As best we can. Although I think they have less strong troops than they did last time here. Although I know we do need to watch out for the Red Fletcher longbowmen, because I know they're here. Any other troops around the other way that we could deal with? We could go on a very roundabout trip and kill the other troops. Let's go do that. While our archers keep firing from a distance. Although they're going to run out of arrows at some point soon, I would think. Let's do what damage we can from a distance here. I don't know if there's even going to be any people around here for us to attack, but we're going to try. I think most of our archers run out of ammo though, so let's just let them charge. Because I don't think they've got any more arrows to go with, although we are doing a lot better in this siege than we did before, for sure. Which is probably a testament to the quality of troops that are here. More than kind of our own skill. But I do think this place can hold out quite long term if you give it the opportunity to do so. So we're certainly going to try to do that. We will award this to ourselves. Oh, didn't mean to hit the microphone there. But we'll keep a village back in case we need to give that to a new lord, like a vassal lord, or we can just give it to our husband because I know that he still requires some land. And I don't particularly want to give him an actual castle because then I have to actually pay their wages. I don't want to do that. Hi there, buddies. Looks like someone's actually discovered I'm here. Well, the main thing is if you guys are here, you're not fighting our actual main troops, and if I can just shoot you in the feet, that works quite well. Well, there's a lot of you coming this way, mind. I'm not sure I can be able to fight all of you at once. I'll have to see. You can shoot your feet as best possible. And the archers are doing some pretty good work here, actually. I'm chuffed with that. Yeah, we're managing to push in a lot simpler this time. But I do think we can hold out this place pretty effectively if we want to. But it does require a few high quality troops to make that happen here. But if we take this castle, we'll have knocked out Sarleon presence near Larian, which is important. Very important indeed, in fact. Look at you, look at you, look at you. Oh! So we got taken out from the ramparts there, that's fine. We've done the majority of the tough work for this castle now. Because now that we've got past this initial... The problem is with this place is that it's really easy to get caught here and just be shot by archers all the time. Warband AI isn't great for getting up the hill. If there's a few archers in the way, they'll just block everything off. In fact, I think that's Diev and that's an arquebusier. So Diev is actively causing issues for us, but that's fine. Just the last few remnants up here. Just a bunch of Sarleon longbowmen, but not the armoured longbowmen, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. The red fletchers I think have proved a bit troublesome, but nothing we can't handle, I would say. Right. I mean, if anything else, you could even just abandon the battlements completely and just hold here. You just put your archers here, and your infantry here, and cavalry here, and literally just bottleneck them in here. That might even work better, to be honest. I'd be interested to try that strategy. Because your troops spawn up here, so you could just keep them absolutely bottlenecked in this little logjam. Because they would only be able to go, what, 4 or 5 abreast in here, so that'd be pretty good. Right, 27 renown. Baron Godric, you are free to go. You're good-natured. I'd like you for myself in the future. This is your castle. I'm sorry, I'm taking it, sir. And we've also freed a husband, which is good. So that's even more honour for us. Take all this to sell. At some point we'll probably need to let the Unicorn Knights go, but for the time being they're doing okay. We will take what troops we can for ourselves. Dawn Wyvern. We'll take all the Pendor troops, we'll leave the rest for our companion lords. Pendor Bladesmen. Yeah, we'll leave the rest, that's fine. Cool. I'm going to defer appointments because that will put a temporary garrison inside. And then I'm going to speak to Sir Timothy's Knights. Go to White Stag and just hold it, please. I don't know who. Okay, you're just fighting hungry refugees. That's not a problem. Same with Lord Roland. I want you just to go to White Stag at the moment, please. And everyone else can return home for the time being. We've kicked Sarleon out of here. They're still at Marleon, but it's at least a little better, I would think. Let's go to Almera, and we'll award White Stag to myself. Looks like Sir Roland is not going to go to White Stag, that's annoying. But Sir Timothy will be able to hold it out till we get back, I would think. Gonna have to watch our money though. Sir Timothy's Knights are costing us an arm and a leg. But for the time being they're proving useful. Go to the Lord's Castle here. Not Lucius, let's speak to Sarah the Fox. I want to make myself Lord White Stag. And Elarad. Mercenary Company of the Marleon Banneret. We can't see if the Marleon Banneret are back. That's fine. But we've now taken, what, 5 castles down the stretch of the Larian forest, which is pretty good. Let's pull back to that area. So, oh, goodness. Right, we need to get to White Stag quickly. Because it looks like they're coming in for an attack. Oh, yes, they are. Right, let's make sure we're ready for them. That's a fairly significant force coming in. Pendor Noble Bowman, Footman, Heavy Spearman, Swordsman. I just need any form of ranged available at this point. Push into White Stag here. Hello there again. It's me. I need you to recruit some troops. And I want a baggage train, please. Who's here? Oh, that's just Timothy, isn't it? So make sure there's nothing here in the chest. There isn't. Oh, it's a... I forgot about the Primero Guardia Real. That could be a problem. I could really do with a Noldor Lord. Oh, Eldarian, what happened to you, my good man? Did you take out Warlord Zulkar? No, you didn't. I suspect you might have fought him, though. You are very weak at the moment. Goodness me. Right, let's go drop these prisoners inside. There's no point holding on to them for the time being, I would think. I don't mind if they go after villages. I should have really pursued for peace when I was there. But, oh well. I don't really want to fight you at the moment, but if we could take you on now, that wouldn't be a terrible thing for later. Sir Timothy, I need you to come out and join me in this fight, I think, though. Follow me. I suppose it's useful to have a mercenary band to some extent. Sir Timothy's knights are here. Ha! Foolish Pendorian, just run away and leave the women and the baggage, or you'll get a lance in the ribs. We might be able to take a Qualis gem off this gentleman, because this man has an actual there's an actual named character here, so this could be pretty good for us. We just need to kind of plan this correctly. I wish we had a slightly better map to work with, but we'll make it work. Again, we're very heavy cavalry base, which I'm not thrilled about. So they're charging in. At least the cavalry is charging in. Hopefully we'll be able to get a Qualis gem off this guy, and then we can set up our knighthood order. Our own custom knighthood order, I should say. Oh, that's a lot of cavalry. We need to send our own cavalry in return. Fire at rail and charge, please. Our infantry is going to be absolutely crucified against these Barclay Lancers, as possibly am I. I saw that lance coming in for me. Also, it just means we don't have to fight. If we end up having to defend White Stag, we don't have to fight these guys there, which is pretty important. Right, we've dealt with the majority of their cavalry now, which is good. Again, our archers are proving their absolute worth in combat. Right, cavalry, pull back please. Let's just pull back over here. I think actually we have a higher rate of fire than their arquebusiers, which are their only ranged troops, alongside the Bucky Balestras, which aren't strong enough really. I think we'll be okay here. But we can probably let our cavalry charge, that's not a problem. And infantry can charge as well. We've kind of broken the backbone of their main army. I'm really hoping we can get a Qualis gem off this bloke though, that'd be very useful. For sure. Oh, not to buy an arquebusier, they are still very strong, those guys. That's fine. We've taken them out without too many issues. I mean, they've still got another 80 troops, but we've dealt with the majority of the heavy, tough lancers at the very beginning. We should be expecting some more troops coming over here, but I think they're mostly just going to be more Balestras and heavy soldats. Maybe the odd arquebusier as well. No, I don't think there's any arquebusiers. I think it's literally just Balestras and heavy soldats, which are still perfectly competent soldiers, but they're not the cream of the crop of the Barclay troops. So that's fine. We'll be okay here. It's a shame actually, because I actually really like the Barclay troops, and I'd love to be able to hire them more regularly. But it's not a great way to do so in this game. But the heavy soldats are still pretty strong, as you can see here. They'll do a good job. Oh, we lost the Noldor range. That's unfortunate, because we don't have Lethal Doom with us, so that's definitely going to be one of our own Noldor Rangers that we lost, and we just lost a Silver Mist Ranger. But we are kind of transitioning out of Noldor Rangers in general. Although, please stop killing my Silver Mist Rangers. I guess they're fighting the Soldats, which are strong enough. But that's probably the worst of it now, I would think. Oof, we are losing a few Silver Mist Rangers, that's for sure. Archers, I'm actually going to need to pull back, please. You're struggling a little bit. I don't want you to be involved in this fighting. I'd rather just lose more infantry and cavalry, to be honest. And they can still shoot. I don't want them to get involved in melee. because they're just not doing particularly well at the moment, admittedly. Even against his last few Barclay troops, they're doing pretty well overall. But we didn't want to fight these guys in White Stag for sure. So I'm glad we kind of dealt with them now. Well done, lads. Bit of a cost there, but hopefully it'll be worth it. And if we get a Qualis gem, that will be very worthwhile. Plus it's a good amount of renown. No, he managed to escape. God damn it. Still, it's worth to do it just to make sure that we don't have to deal with him later. Capture you guys. And then you need to go straight back into White Stag, please, because they're going to come for us pretty soon here. Go to White Stag quickly. Get inside there, please. We're going to need you in there. If they're just willing to just stand outside Eldorad, then that's fine, but we'll have to see. In the meantime, what do you think's there? We've managed to take White Stag and Shieldstorm this episode. Pretty good, all things considered, but we've got to watch out for the rest of the Sarleon Lords. Because King Ulrich is back, and he's back with a vengeance. He's got about 300 troops there. Yep, and I think he's also the Marshal. That's terrifying. Right, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.